hmm
Yeah.
And I think, we mentioned right before this that you enjoy Roger Scruton. I think that one reason why I was drawn to him so much is that he did have that sense where he was addressing today's problems, but he drew on this. I mean, I don't know, probably anybody who's more, what seems more well read in, the last 20 years, who's, out of all the college professors who were out there writing and lecturing, he seems to me just like he's probably read everything that was ever written. And so to be able to draw on that wealth of knowledge and in all sorts of different ways, I mean, he talked the soul of the world, I think, is one that's just the most beautiful way to understand how beauty works. But then he has political and, you know, very detailed understanding of Marxism and how it evolved over the last 150 years. And so it's this wide range of drawing on just a huge breadth of knowledge and bringing it into today. But yeah, I just thought that that
Mm,
seemed to connect, especially having mentioned,
yeah.
enjoying his work.
Yeah, he's great. I love his documentary called Beauty, What It Is and Why It Matters. Is that the title of it? Or am I thinking
So
of a book I read about beauty?
it might be. I think he did have a book that was like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So he might have done a documentary on it as well. Is that on Netflix or where is
Um, oh, it's definitely not on Netflix. It's too
it?
pure for Netflix. No, there's some good stuff on Netflix, but I mostly don't like it. But yeah, it was a BBC documentary. And it's very much worth watching to see him like out in the world looking at buildings and explaining like why this one isn't beautiful versus like this place. And he talked a lot about how we don't build places of dwelling anymore. Like places are kind of should be built to be somewhat homey in a place that you want to stay in. And now we just have this very modern world where everyone's very transient and spaces are almost encouraging you to move around and keep going because there's nothing there that we're not building places you'd like want to remain in and like call home. I really liked his thoughts on architecture. I'm a painter, but I think architecture is actually the highest art because it's what you live in. Like it's just